Hello, friends. Hope you're well. Let me just get settled here, make sure we're good to go. And I think we are indeed. So, hey, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your Monday night. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, my live stream, my weekly live stream here at 10 p.m. On Monday night. This is where your Canucks insight that's positive and timely, and it's my Canucks take all in one take. I think I said that already. So no matter where you are, no matter where you're watching from, whether you are, I'm going to adjust this one more time. There you go. Whether you are in my home city of Richmond, whether you are in the Lower Mainland, whether you are in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I do not take you for granted. I know you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, and I appreciate that you are here to talk Canucks, to hang out for a few minutes tonight. So do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, but I think you have subscribed already, that's why you're here right now. And if you want to like the video, I always like to get it close to the number of people watching. That's kind of fun to start off. So if you want to like this video right away, that means that you are liking that we are together, and that you are liking that we have the opportunity to build some community together tonight. Tonight, I'm going to actually, I'll save it for a second. I'm going to quickly go over a couple things, and then we'll get right into it. So I'll make sure that I do my intro within the 5-minute mark, like I always like to do. And I spend the rest of the hour trying to catch up. So went bowling last night, did well. I won all 4 of my matches, and I won total. So I won 5 points yesterday. So that was very good performance for me. It's been a good performance. My NFL fantasy team won this week again, so I'm now 10-2 above the league, and the 2 guys chasing me actually both lost. So I now have a 3-game lead. And the next guy is 7-3, and the other guy, no, that doesn't sound right. It's 10-2. So he's no, that doesn't. I think he might be 8-4. Yeah, there's an 8-4 guy, and there's a 7-5 guy. So I'm doing well. I have a 2-game lead, so I should cash for sure. At least win the regular season pool. We do half in the regular season and half for the playoffs. And for the vlog, last Monday, a week ago, I talked about Gino Ojek. Talked about should Gino be in the Ring of Honor. Then I talked about Tanner Pearson's future vis-a-vis all the new players coming in, the Pakolzins and the Hoglanders of the world. Then on Wednesday, I talked about Sergachev signing a 3-year deal with the Lightning. Did that have any effect on Quinn Hughes? Probably not. I think Hughes is going to make a little bit more than Sergachev. On Thursday, I talked about JT Miller. I did a JT Miller appreciation post talking about basically some of his comments in an article with Ben Kuzma, saying how he's shocked with how a lot of the guys left the team. On Friday, I talked about who could be a good alternate captain aside from Horvat, Edler, and Sutter to replace the departing Chris Tanev. On Sunday, I talked about, I did an Alex Edler appreciation video because I never talk about Alex Edler on this vlog. Yesterday was my Ask Me Anything, and this morning I talked about Thatcher Demko once again, talking about how much I'm looking forward to him and how good he's going to be as he fully takes over the reins of his of the Canucks net, so to speak. So those are some of the things I talked about today in the vlog this week. And by the way, did you see the pictures from the video of Troy Stetcher, Pettersson, Demko, McEwen, and Edler, I should say. So Demko, Edler, Stetcher, Pettersson, and let's try that again. There's one non-Canuck, Troy Stetcher, and there's 4 Canucks. Pettersson, Edler, Demko, and McEwen going up to the mountains to play some pond hockey. Pretty stunning stuff. So that was kind of cool. That was all over social media today and yesterday. And lastly, what I was going to say is today, I'm going to actually, for any that entered, I'm going to draw finally the winner of the Canucks haiku contest. And I'll talk about it more when I actually do the draw. Maybe we'll do that right near the end. And I have a $100 gift card for the Canucks that I'm finally going to award. I was supposed to do that a long time ago. Okay, 5 minutes are up. Let's get to your comments, and we'll see how long it takes me to catch up. Dexter, wow, first one in, says, hey Clay, did you watch Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson and Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.? If so, what were your thoughts? I definitely watched it. I watched it alongside my son Sean. You guys remember that Sean and I almost scrapped for your viewing enjoyment? That's what led to actually our NHL 20 live stream. Was that Sean and I were gonna fight on this YouTube live stream once. So put a yes if you remember that in the comments. That was kind of funny. We ended up arm wrestling instead. So yes, I watched it. I was surprised that Jake Paul handled Nate Robinson so easily. I knew Nate Robinson wasn't a shrimp. He's still 5'9", which isn't massive, but he was so good because he won the Stanley Cup. He won the slam dunk competition a couple of years, 3 years. But I was surprised at how easy Jake Paul handled him. So that wasn't really much of a match. But that's anytime you see a knockout, it's quite surprising and quite entertaining. And then I definitely thought Tyson and Jones was pretty good. You know, I remember watching them, both of them in their prime. Tyson scared me. He should have won. I think that draw was made up just to save face. I think a lot of people lost a lot of money on that draw if you bet one way or the other. But yeah, both fighters look fine for 51 and 54. They looked in really good shape, actually, especially Tyson, considering he's only 5 years older than I am. So that's kind of scary. Or I don't know, Tyson was 54 and Roy Jones was 51. Regardless, one of them's only 5 years older than me. The other guy, 8 years older than me. And they would have smoked me probably with 2 punches. Actually, I don't know how. Sean and I were joking around about how long in Tyson's prime would we have lasted in the ring with him. You get the 10 seconds that you get knocked out. So then would I last 15 seconds with him? Would I last 18 seconds with him? Could I run around the ring for 10 seconds? I don't know. So, but yes, I watched them both. I thought it was fine for what it was. I thought Tyson was hilarious after the fight in his post-fight interview. But yeah, I thought it was entertaining enough, and it wasn't like a joke. It wasn't anything that made fun of, because Tyson and Jones looked fine, and the Jake Paul Nate Robinson fight was good, exciting. Ended with a bang, of course. And then of course that led to the whole Evander Kane, Robin Lehner, Ryan Reeves stuff that we saw on Twitter yesterday, which was kind of funny as well. Fangirl, hey Clay, who do you think the Canucks will play against in the first game of the season? Have no clue. It's gonna be a Canadian team, so let's go with maybe, I don't know, someone might have to sit out, right? If they go Edmonton, Calgary, Montreal, Toronto, or Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, or maybe we get Winnipeg. So I'm gonna guess Winnipeg is our first opponent of the year. Philip, are the Canucks going to be a playoff team this year? Philip, I think they will be. I think they'll be much like this season. They'll be a bubble team. They'll be, although actually they weren't even a wild card, right? They finished third by the time all was said and done. But yeah, no, I think they'll be a playoff team. They won't be a high playoff team, but they'll be on the bubble for sure. But I think they can do it. Debut Hunter, which Canucks do you think could still be there in 2030? Wow. So we're projecting 10 seasons out from now. 10 seasons from now, I hope Pettersson and Hughes are still here. Those are the only guys that I could think. Oh, you mean like overall? So maybe Podkolzin's on the team, Hoglander, Jet Wu, Jack Rathbone, Ole Levy. Think of basically any of the top picks from the last up to 5 years ago would mean that they're about 33, 34, 35 in 2030. So yeah, maybe you do still see. Yeah, I just don't know if. Yeah, so I think of Pettersson, Hughes, Wu, Lind, Juolevi, Rafferty, Rathbone, Hoglander, Podkolzin, and maybe Horvat's still here, winding up his career for 10 years from now in his mid-30s. I don't know. A lot can happen from here to now. So I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it, but it is an interesting concept to think about. Maybe you just give me a vlog idea, Debut Hunter. Philip, is Podkolzin and Hoglander going to be at training camp this season? Podkolzin won't be because he's still under contract with his KHL team in Russia, but I believe Hoglander will be. I'm not sure if Hoglander is going to make the team out of camp unless he has an amazing camp. I think it's more likely that he's going to be a call-up or a taxi squad guy, whatever happens. And Podkolzin, as we talked about, can join at the end of this season. Rob says, hello, everyone. Hi, Rob. Hope you are well and hope you are recovering. John says, hi. Hello, John. Oliver, hey, Clay, hope you're doing well. I failed my driver's test. Oh, no. Oliver, I was thinking about you on Thursday. I failed my driver's test for the dumbest reason. The tester said I parked too close to the curb, but everything else was perfect. Going for another test in May. Oliver, remind me, this wasn't to get your L, right? This is to go from L to N? Too close to the curb? it's one thing if you're on the curb or hitting the curb or up on the curb, but to be too close, no, you just gotta be within 30 centimeters is what I remember. L to N, thank you. That's really too bad, Oliver, but have confidence, man. Have confidence. If that's, are you sure? Because if that's good. If that's the only, I mean, it's good. If that's the only reason that they failed you, that means you're doing everything else well. So, yeah, keep it up. Thank you. And that's really too bad, Oliver. I was hoping to come on here for really, really good news. Fernando says, hi, Clay. Hello, Fernando. Fangirl, I like your shirt, Clay. Well, thank you, Fangirl. I bought 3 things. I didn't go crazy, but I bought 3 things during the season ticket holder event a few days ago, and a few weeks ago. And if you've been paying attention to my vlogs, I actually wore all 3 things in the past 3 days. 3 days ago, I wore this in my vlog. I think it was on Saturday. Yesterday, I wore a different black t-shirt. And then today I wore a new jacket, a varsity jacket that I got, an Adidas Canucks varsity jacket. Liam, hey Clay, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, Liam. I hope you're doing well as well. Rob, too close to the curb, you should be close all. Yeah, I know, that's what I mean with you, Rob. That's kind of crazy. Peter Hughes, 64 cases and 46 deaths in BC the past 3 days, and there was an anti-lockdown protest yesterday. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the protests at all. Dexter, is that the design of Besser's hat he made on your shirt? Yeah, very good. That's Besser here. And then, yeah, it says the flow. And then we have his signature on the back there. Yes, it was part of the player design series. Very good, Dexter. Jed, hey Clay, hey everyone. Hello, Jed, how are you? Jed, I said hi to Jordan Jung for you. I saw him on the weekend and he does remember you. He says hello. He says you're a good bowler. And then I'm going to see Brandon Riley likely tomorrow. And then I'm still trying to audition for a spot in my boys' next YouTube video, next bowling video. By the way, if you haven't checked out already, even if you don't enjoy bowling, check out JR Pro Shop, JR Pro Shop vids. I'll type it in the comments below. And then make sure you check them out. Don't check them out now. Well, you can do whatever you want. But my boys are the media managers for the pro shop in their bowling alley, and their channel is growing like crazy. 100 subscribers a day, thousands of views, way faster than my channel is growing. But that's cool. I'm really happy for them for the good work they're doing. So make sure you check it out. A lot of really cool stuff there. Rome says too close to the curb. Seriously, unless that's not a problem, usually that's not a problem unless you parked on the curb. Exactly, Rome. That's what I say too. Peter Hughes, I know that you can be doing anything else right now. There's not really anything else better to do with the high number of COVID cases. Peter Hughes, that was pretty funny actually. That could be the line of the night actually. That got me chuckling, but yes, well, I appreciate that. But I still mean it. My gratitude is still sincere regardless, but thank you. John, I'm tired of staying home. John, I believe you. I believe you. Jed, Oliver, terrible reason to fail. I agree with you, Jed. Dexter, I saw those. What a nice ODR. What does ODR mean? When Dexter says, I saw those, what a nice ODR. See, I'm just showing again how not cool I am. Someone quickly type in what is, outdoor rink. Okay, thank you. Jed, JT Miller for, yeah, actually, it's funny, Jed. I said I kept saying, no, I didn't say assistant captain because I knew it wasn't assistant, but I thought it was associate captain all along. But no, it's alternate captain. And one guy actually called me out in my comment section saying he's never heard anyone called associate captain. And that's true because there's no such thing as associate captain. It's alternate captain, not assistant or associate. But my job title is associate director when I work at the Archdiocese of Vancouver. So I think that's why I had associate stuck in my head. Austin says, yeah. Maybe talking about JT Miller. Yeah, he'd be great. I talked about how Myers or Miller would be my first 2 choices, but they might give it to Myers if they want to go with the whole keep it balanced of 2 forwards, 2D. They might not care. Edmund, given there isn't much hockey news, you think season starts in January at best? And I'm not surprised with COVID numbers, second wave. Yeah, January 1 is definitely out. I explained that in my Ask Me Anything yesterday. They need about a 5-week runway, 2 weeks to quarantine, a week and a half to 2 for training camp, and then another week to a week and a half for preseason, and then you got to get to your first city to play. So 5 or 6 weeks. So I think we're looking at mid-January now or the start of February. Dexter, hopefully I win. We shall see. I know you're entered a few times. Peter Hughes, I don't think Heather was with the guys playing pond hockey. Yeah, he was. Petter Hughes. He wasn't in the pictures, but he was. He was one of. There are 4 Canucks: Edler, Pettersson, McEwen, Demko, and then there's Troy Stetcher as well, including Jason Garrison. I saw Edler actually quoted in the New York Times article. Dexter says yes. I think you're talking about Edler, maybe. I'm not sure. Austin, I gotta go. See you guys there. No problem, Austin. Thanks for popping in for a few minutes. Dexter, Snoop Dogg had me dying laughing after every time Nate Robinson got knocked down. My stream during the Mike Tyson fight cut out. Then I found another one in round 8. Oh, can you find the whole fight somewhere though on YouTube? Did you buy PPV or stream? We were resourceful. I'll just put it that way. Jed, what are the chances that the Canucks win the Jennings with the Nhlp Demko combo? I don't see many tandems better than them except maybe Bishop Khudobin and Leonard Fleury. Yeah, Jed, good point. I like the tandem for sure, but we've seen with the Jennings, obviously it's a combined save percentage or goals against, whatever the mark is. But I'd say tandems, there might not be a lot of better tandems, but all it takes is for one goalie to play unreal, like the starter, and then for the backup to be decent. So you could argue that there are better starters out there, i.e. Connor Hellebuyck, Andre Vasilevsky, other guys like that. And then if their playing partner is decent and kind of holds the fort, so to speak, then those numbers could be better. So I don't think the chances are great, but I do like the Nhlp Demko combo. But I just have a feeling that there's going to be other goaltending tandems that are better. But no, that's a cool concept for sure. Nick, even though you remember me talking about getting a Besser gradient, I used Black Friday to order a stick and rink Hughes. Nice. I'm very excited to add it to my collection. Yes, I do remember you, Nick, talking about a Besser gradient, but you can't go wrong with a stick and rink Hughes. That's very cool. When do you get it? Or do you have it already? Or how long does it take to get it? Fangirl, do you think Christmas Eve Mass will be all virtual, or will some people be allowed to attend? I know people are praying. They really want the directives to change. Fangirl, I know that Archbishop Michael met with Adrian Dix over the phone to talk about his concerns. So we'll see. I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks. Rob, maybe Demko's still here in 10 years. Yeah, that's true. He'll only be 34, 35. He could still be here. That's a good point, Rob. John, NHL players are not happy. Yes. I guess the overall concept is that they just signed a deal in July. Why are you going back on that deal? And some elements of that are escrow and a deferred salary. Petter Hughes, I'm hoping Pettersson, Hughes, and Horvat retires Canucks. I would love that. Petter Hughes, do you think Hughes is the best defenseman with the Canadian team? There's a Sportsnet video debating between Hughes, Giordano, Riley, Shabbat, and Weber. Yes, I do think Hughes is the best defenseman playing on a Canadian team. I would put him ahead of those 4 guys. Some of them are quite good. Weber's a little old. Giordano's a little old. They're good in their prime. Still good now. Riley and Shabbat a bit younger, but I do think Hughes is better than those players when you look at everything. Potential, impact already. I think Hughes is the best defenseman on a Canadian team. Oliver says, yes, L to N. Debut Hunter sounds like prime parking. Yeah, it sounds great to me too. Can't believe he failed. Rome, Petter Hughes, hope so, but it'll be difficult to keep all the core players together in a salary cap league. That is the truth. Nick, curious to hear your thoughts on the Podkolzin drama. I see why his current is upset, but it also makes sense that he wants to play. Current team is upset, but it also makes sense that he wants to play in the NHL. Yeah, Nick, I saw that and I took a step back, and I didn't think there was anything there that we didn't know. It was a writer basically questioning how effective he's going to be. Yeah, maybe it's a translation I was reading as well, but it seemed a little bit over dramatic, right? That Rick Dollywall called the executive of his team and found out why that Podkolzin was demoted, or that Podkolzin will never be an impact player, blah, blah, blah. I don't think too much on the drama. I actually thought about vlogging about it, but then I thought, nah, whatever. And then I think that overall, there wasn't anything there that completely surprised me, quite frankly. And but I could see, like, anytime anything happens with the Canucks, especially with Podkolzin, Canucks fans get excited, right? People get upset because they want everything to work out with him. They want things to go well, and we just want to smooth a path for him. We want him to be an impact player because we drafted him so high. I was there at the draft in Rogers Arena when we drafted him last year on June 22nd. So when Stan Smith butchered his name, as you guys know. So I wanted to go well. So the drama didn't really bother me. It didn't really surprise me either, because you never know what's going to happen over there in Russia. And to his credit, the writer, didn't shy away from his comments and was responding to tweets about it and stuff. And he simply said he wasn't trying to cause drama. He simply, that's his opinion on Podkolzin, that he's not going to be a superstar. And we want him to be, if not a superstar, a very, very solid NHL player. So, I agree with you, Nick. It makes sense that he wants to play in the NHL. That's the best league in the world. And I was going to say make the most money, but no, he can make more money in the KHL, likely. But how fulfilled are you going to be? Arso, hey Clay, how's it going? I'm sorry I couldn't make it last week. Arso, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well. No problem, man. You're here most of the time, and you get here when you get here, so no problem at all. Liam, our school actually ended up having 17 COVID cases, still no outbreak or even cluster declared by Fraser Health. Blows my mind. That is pretty crazy, Liam, if it's indeed 17 confirmed cases. I know Jacob and Kayla's school just had their first one today only. The letter went home to us today. Oliver, 5 centimeters from the curb, and he said if I'm pulling out, I should be further from the curb so I can have more space from pulling out so I don't scrape the car in front of me. That still doesn't make sense, Oliver, because you could be 5 centimeters from the curb and then still be a long way from the car in front of you. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, Oliver. I mean, I believe you. I feel bad, though, if that was the reason. I should be further from the curb so I can have more space from pulling out. So I don't... No, but 5 centimeters from the curb, if you're 10 centimeters out, that buys you like 1 centimeter up front. Like I still don't get it. Sammy, where do you think each team would finish in the Canadian division? Regular season, I'd say Toronto 1, Calgary 2. Then I think we fight with Montreal, Winnipeg, and Edmonton for 3. So because I'm an optimist, let's go Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Montreal, Winnipeg, Ottawa. Montreal, maybe I'm selling them a little short. I think they had a really good offseason, but we'll see how all those guys gel. Michael, sorry I'm late to the live stream. No need to apologize. I appreciate you being here, Michael. Liam, I ended up being hospitalized because of COVID. Oh, shucks. My throat started swelling really bad. So I was stuck in the hospital for a couple of days. Couldn't even eat or swallow. My throat was so swollen. I'm sorry to hear that, Liam, but I'm glad you're better now. And stay safe, man. Trying to avoid all what's going on. That's pretty crazy. Patrick, hello Clay, how are you? I'm great, Patrick. Hope you're well as well. Patrick, by the way, I liked your question in my Ask Me Anything. Are you looking at getting a new car, your first car? And will you heed any of my advice? Liam, who knew a 20-ish-year-old guy hospitalized because of COVID? Yeah, that is scary stuff for sure. Dexter, outdoor rink, thank you. Yeah, I was a little slow there. Arso, what do you think about the NHL asking the Nhlp to negotiate a new CBA even though they signed one a few months ago? Arso, at first I thought that's that's kind of like poor form by the league. But then I also thought that the Nhlp, maybe they are being sensitive to that. We're in a pandemic. No one could have anticipated what happened. So I'd hope they'd be at least open to the idea of negotiating from a standpoint of they don't have to give in to anything, and it sounds like they won't or they don't want to, but no one could have predicted where we are right now. So it doesn't make it absolutely right, but I do think they should at least be open to negotiating, but that doesn't mean they have to give up everything that they fought for back in July. Debut Hunter, notice the change in support mentality as you age. When you're younger, the players are older and are like heroes, idols, role models, but as we pass players' age, we are like, good player, yes. Yeah, Debut Hunter, that's actually a good way of putting it. As I joked about last week, I'm more embarrassed that I'm old enough to be a lot of these players' dads now, right? You look at a guy like a Pedersen or a Hughes or 22, 21 years old and then 46. I'm easily their parents' age. But yeah, no, that's a really good point. Actually, I never got into the whole heroes, idols, role models thing, admittedly, when I was younger. But especially now, right? You know, as a grown man being around the team once in a while, I try not to play that part up that much. Though I do get pretty excited when I see Elias Pettersson at an NHL All-Star party for sure. Dexter, do you think we'll have a longer Christmas break due to COVID? And how high do you think COVID numbers will skyrocket around Christmas time? Yeah, you know, I would not be surprised if we peaked over 1,000 in around Christmas time. But I would also not be surprised if people take it seriously that the numbers continue to come down from the 800 that they were at now. We heard 700s and then even one day of 500. But we'll see. People get tested after this weekend. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of faith in a lot of, in generally, that people are going to try and obey everything at Christmas time. It's so hard. It's so hard. I can see why it's going to be tough, but it's scary if they don't. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. That's tough. That's really, really tough. My stream on my computer froze. Is this still running for you guys? On my, oh, it's because I didn't press play. Okay, that's a first. Okay, I think I'm still alive. Okay, let's keep on going. Yeah, but those numbers, that's a great question about the numbers. I am kind of scared, and I have no clue what it's going to, I have no clue what it's going to be like for sure. For sure. Man, this is crazy times, I tell you. Okay, let's keep going. Edmund says, Liam, how are you doing? I remember you telling me what happened last week. Hope you are doing better. Yes. That, yeah, 17. Yeah, that's a lot. 17 cases. That's a lot. That was the, yeah, I remember you telling us that was the Independent Christian School in Surrey. Sorry, you didn't say Surrey. You said Independent Christian School in the Fraser Health region. Yeah. Gosh, Liam, that's nuts. Brad, if and when the Canucks make the playoffs, do you think Nhlp and Demko still 50%, 50-50, or do they run Nhlp until he falters? Love the content. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. It's so tough to say. You know, obviously Nhlp has the playoff pedigree, but Demko, I think, as I vlogged about today, I don't think that you can say that 3 games was too small of a sample size. And it's especially if you add to that a really good regular season. I really think they go with who's playing well. And I think one of the 2 guys will kind of emerge as the go-to guy. But I do like that we have the other guy waiting in the wings. My gut feeling is if Demko has a good regular season, they'll go with Demko. Why not? The last time we'll remember him in the playoffs was how well he played in those 3 games. So we'll see. But thanks, Brad, for the compliment. Appreciate it. I love the fact that you love the content. John, Mike Hoffman's still not signed. I know, crazy. A lot of the money is dried up too. Jed, haha, thanks, Clay. Miss bowling with those guys. I'm sure they can find a way to get you in a video. Low rev. Okay, that was one of the lines of the night too. The low rev player review. Good job on picking up the 5 points. Thanks, Jed. I appreciate that. Everyone else, you might get bored for the next 30 seconds, but Jed, I can explain to you. It's I think it's 80 or 90% of 220 is our thing. So my handicap is actually 56. So, and I was bowling 165s yesterday, so I was plus 20 every game, 220, 220, 220, which isn't amazing, but it's pretty good, right? The guy I was playing against had the same handicap as me. He had 51, so in theory, he's 5 pins better than me. But I beat him scratch all 4 games, so I had a good day. Using a new ball, one of Sean's hand-me-downs. I was using a Paradox Red last night. So for everyone else, I apologize. Jed, I know you appreciate what I was talking about. Dexter, I thought Sammy Baines was Sammy Blaze from the St. Louis Blues for a second. Yeah, oh, and by the way, Dexter, thank you for that googly eyes tweet that you tagged me in Twitter over the weekend. That was pretty funny. Nick, I ordered the jersey from Vanbase on Friday, and it's just shipped today. Awesome, Nick. Good luck. That's going to look pretty sweet. John, a lot of players don't come back and play this coming season. Yeah, well, definitely a lot of them not signed yet, for sure. Dexter, Vasily probably had to put what Smil said at the draft in the Google Translate to see if he was going to get drafted. Yeah, maybe that was the delay and him coming on the stage. He's like, was that me? Is that me? Is that me? Yeah, no, that was pretty funny. That Vasily Podkolzin was pretty bad. Like, I know we're hosting, right? With the whole, you want to sound, and then Benning did Smil a solid by letting him be the one to, but I think I could have said it better. I think you could have said it better. Anyone could have said it better. That was tough. That was funny, Dexter. You guys are funny tonight. You guys are good. You guys always make me smile. Nick, great job with the Thatcher Demko video. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Love hearing the Luongo type hopes. Yeah, I know, and you guys know I say that every time I talk about Demko. He got me into goaltending, which had me watching more hockey. I certainly hope Demko will live up to the hype. That's awesome. Yeah, Luongo is my favorite Canucks player of all time. Patrick, what's an NHL comparable for Podkolzin? That's a good question, Patrick. I've heard, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head now, but we're expecting him to be a second or third liner, but hopefully a second liner who's really hard to play against, who shows a lot of grit, decent skater, good shot. So anyone that fits kind of that mold. Actually, I've heard a couple people compare him to a couple of the Russian players. I thought Buchnevich was one that people compared him to. Maybe that was just one person who compared him to him. But just look up, just think of any second liner who's kind of like that. Maybe a better Tanner Pearson. How's that? Jed, response to my AMA, what if the Canucks went after a guy like Perry on a vet minimum to play with Bull? He didn't do too bad last year, but seeing him in a Canucks jersey might upset me. Yeah, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. If you can get a guy cheap for $1 million for a season, why not, right? So how you doing? If Canucks had a chance to draft Luke Hughes and he was the best player available, do you think the Canucks would draft him? If he truly was the best player available and the Canucks somehow had a chance, they were drafting that high, sure, why not? I'm sure Quinn's told him a lot of good things, and I'm sure we would not complain at all. Michael, I was hoping the retro reverse jersey would have Johnny Canuck skating logo instead of the Orca. Would that not look just as good, if not better? Yeah, definitely more of a retro, although, it wasn't the Johnny Canuck logo. Yeah, actually, that's true. He's not on any of our jerseys already, whereas that Orca's still our current Orca, just with the gradient from 20 years ago. Yeah, that's fair. Griffin, you have some phasing going on. Griffin, I don't even know what phasing means. I hope that's okay. Does that have something to do with my my internet or my stream? I don't. Someone tell me what phasing means, and if it's bad, I apologize. Arsenal, did you see the Seahawks game today? It's good to see Carson back. Do you think the Seahawks D is good enough to take them far in the playoffs? Yes, I saw some of the game. Carson was great. Is the Seahawks D good enough to make the playoffs? Take them far in the playoffs? No, I'm worried about their D in the playoffs, quite frankly. You can only outscore your problems so much, and I think it may come back to bite them. That's just my humble opinion, but we'll see. Their D is getting better than they started the season with, but still not the best right now. So we'll see. They still have a few weeks to figure it out. Nick, hope you're doing okay, Liam. Yes, indeed, we all do. John, Ottawa Senators won't make the playoffs next year. Yes, I agree. They're still the bottom of the Southern Canadian teams, especially if it's Canadian division and only 4 teams come out of that division. Also, well, Liam, I hope you're doing well now. I hope things get better for you quickly. Yes, Liam, you have all of our support. Patrick, yes, I got my N a couple weeks ago. Nice. I'm looking for a good, reliable car instead of buying something brand new. Yeah, definitely as a first car, no need to get something new. Wait till you get your full-fledged license for that. John, people are not listening. John, people are not listening to what or to who? Dexter, do you think we'll have a longer Christmas break? Oh yeah, Dexter, you asked that earlier, right? I do. I've heard that they might extend it by a week or two. So that's possible. That's possible. That we do have a bit of a longer break. I'm curious, and I'm pausing because I know my wife Gail and I have talked about it. She's a teacher, and she said that's being floated around a little bit in her staff room. We'll see. I think we'll have a better idea next week when Dr. Bonnie Henry does her post 2-week announcement heading into the next 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see. Dexter says, Clay, yeah, he didn't press play. He was looking at the screen with a little bit of delay. Oh, nice. That was a wrap there. He didn't press play. He was looking at the screen with a little bit of delay. Nicely done, Dexter. Edmund, I hope his saves percentage will be 914, a huge improvement from last year. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. 914 would be great. I'll take that. I'll take that for both of our goalies. And I like anytime I see IMO, I know that means in my opinion, but I think of my last name too, although it's a double O, of course. So IMOO would be in my own opinion. Fangirl, do you think Trampkin will get traded, even if it's for a draft pick and he has little to no value? Yeah, Fangirl, no. I think if they would have traded him, they would have done so before. Yeah, I just don't think it's a marriage. It doesn't feel right. I've talked about that a lot here, that the relationship doesn't feel right. Although I also saw a post saying that maybe he's on our team at this time in a couple of years from now. So we'll see. Jed, thanks for the 30 seconds, Clay. You're welcome, Jed. I can give you more than 30 seconds next time. Debut Hunter, any big trips in the back of your mind for the post-COVID era? Yeah, good question. Really good question. Many of you know that I had plans to bring my wife. Gail and I were supposed to go to Rome to celebrate our 20th wedding anniversary this summer. That got canned, and then we had a family trip planned for Disneyland for this 3 weeks from now to celebrate Kayla's 13th birthday and Christmas. So that's out too. So I think once COVID ends, Gail and I might save our big anniversary trip for our 25th anniversary, save up and do a nice one there. So maybe the next trip we do is going to be a family one. I know we want to get back to Disney. That's our favorite place. You guys know. Actually, if you look at my channel, I have a few Disneyland vlogs up as well. Oliver, hey Clay, I was watching Sports Center before the live stream and heard that the NHL could return on January 1st. Yeah, that would be quite aggressive for me and quite optimistic because I know that was their first hope, but to me that just seems too unrealistic. It seems too tight. Dexter, I made a side-by-side of the googly eyes and David Perron on the computer screen. I'll make a tweet about that one too. Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to see that. Rome, you lose some weight, Clay. You're looking leaner. Rome, that is very kind of you. It might be the shirt. Maybe I'll wear it. Here's my obligatory look at my arm shot. No, I've lost a few pounds, but not a lot. I'm still doing the fasting and the drinking water as opposed to other crap, but I'll cheat once in a while. So I've lost a few pounds, but not a lot. Not as much as I want to. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that, Rome. And no, I would not be so vain to make you put a yes down if you think that it looks like I've lost weight, because I don't want anyone putting a no down thinking it looks like I've gained weight. So, but thank you, Rome. Dexter, Rome looks like it, eh? I think last time he said he lost 5 pounds or something on there. Yes, Dexter, thank you. I'm still at that 5 pound mark, so I could be better. But I want to do better, and it's gonna be challenging over Christmas, being at home all the time. John, Brandon Sutter make too much money. Yeah, 4.2, 4.3, but we only got 1 more year left of him, so we're almost there. Kyle, I heard Craig Button compare Podkolzin to Yuri Letnin. Ah, okay. Yeah, Letnin is kind of what I explained. Hardworking, hard to play against, but skilled second liner. Yeah, that's not bad, Kyle. Liam, even if Luke Hughes isn't the best player, do you think the Canucks would draft him over better players? No, Liam, good question. I do not think they would do that. You got to go for best player available. You don't worry about siblings and stuff. So, but I don't know. What are people projecting Luke Hughes to be in what spot? I don't know. Maybe if anyone who knows for sure, you can type that in. I'd love to know what the projections are right now. Yuri Lettin, yes, Kyle, thank you. Dexter, I like you, John. Simple man. Tell it how it is. How are you liking NHL 21? Only played a couple times. Actually, I haven't played threes or a full game yet. Sean's been playing it a lot already. He's in his be a pro. And I've only played ones, and I played with Jake and Sean. And as you expect, Sean whooped us all 5 games we played. I think I scored 1 goal over the 5 games. So I'm just as sucky as I was with the NHL 20. But I do enjoy it. Thanks. Nux. Hey, Clay. Hello, Nux. Hope you're well. Philip, when will the Canucks have the best chance to win the Cup? People joked around. Thomas Drance gave me a hard time, but I said during this season, I said 4 or 5 years from now, because I said Besser, Pettersson, Hughes, Horvat, Demko all going to be in their peak. He thought that was ludicrous. He thought that was too long, but look, 1 year's gone already, and we think this year maybe we haven't taken a big of a step. Then some contracts come off the books. I thought 4 or 5 years when I said that last season, so now 3 or 4 years from now, I still think that's realistic. So maybe I'll say 3 or 4 years. I'll stick to it. Nux, I was busy with a lot of homework, but now I'm free. Well, I'm glad you are here. Thanks, Nux. Hope you're safe as well. Edmund, I still take Seahawks over Brady and the Bucks, given how Brady is playing late. Yeah, Brady's game is kind of dropped off a little bit for sure. Nux, when we getting that NHL 21 stream close to Christmas, maybe that's the plan. Nux is we'll do it over the holidays for sure. The Botch guy. Hey, Botch guy. Botch guy, I saw your video about Jeff Hardy, and I'm gonna watch Raw. My usual Monday night routine, as you guys know, is once we are done, I watch Raw and I make sure that I get my 10,000 steps when I'm watching Raw. But Botch guy, I did see your video about Jeff Hardy. That looks scary. And is there being an update on him? That looks scary, man. Dexter, a year of extra Christmas break would be awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure why I said that. John, I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. That's awesome, John. Hey, John, and for those of you that are newer to the channel, back in 2014, 2015, when the Seahawks had their back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, 1 win, 1 loss, we did 2 parody songs with Marie and Ariel, and those are my 2 most viewed videos actually on this channel. Almost 300,000 views on one of them, I think 200 on the other. So if let me know if you knew that. If you already knew that I did 2 Seahawks parodies, and that was actually spawned the growth of a lot of my channel. Although I'm sure a lot of those people unsubscribed once they found out this was a Canucks channel, not a Seahawks channel. If you knew that already, type in Hawks in the comment section, because I'd just love to know if any of you, you don't have to lie, there's no test. I just want to know if you knew that I had done 2 Seahawks parodies. So if you knew that, type in Hawks in the comment section. I would just love to know if anyone else knew that. And John, make sure you look up my 2 Seahawks parodies after the stream. Nhlp649, imagine a year. I know. Dexter Clay, how much do you think a good starter car would be? Good starter car, I know Sean, he got a good deal though. He bought it from one of his former teachers for $4,500, 2007 Corolla, and it's been great. It's been perfect for him. UBC and back, church and back, work and back, bowling and back. So you could probably do something decent shape for maybe 5, 6, 7 grand at the most. No need spending 20, 25, 30 grand. Try and spend, somewhere between 6 and 8 grand maybe on your first car. You get good cheaper than that, but I don't know how safe that car is going to be. Edmund, you think Podkolzin would be concerned given how Trampkin and Godolphin didn't last in Vancouver? I've heard that a little bit, Edmund, that Canucks don't do well with Russian players, but there's been ones that have done really well here as well, i.e. Bure, even though he left kind of in a weird way. We've had Lariana, Mogilny, other guys. So no, I'm not too worried about that. I think Godolphin and Trampkin, they just simply weren't good enough to cut it, quite frankly. Philip, what is your full-time job? I work for the Archdiocese of Vancouver, Catholic Church. Been there for 18 years now, and we help churches do their ministry. Also, I do some communications work, a lot of video work, emceeing, speaking with the diocese as well. John, Vancouver Canucks are in cap trouble. Yes, they are, but they're slowly going to work their way out of it. Arsenal, no Edmund, because Trampkin had problems with Willie, who is gone, and Goldie was lazy, so that was more of his fault. Well, I didn't even have to read Arsenal's comment, but and he is much more articulate than I am, but yeah. Therefore, I agree with Arsenal. I do not think that Podkolzin will have the same. We have to worry about what happened to Trampkin and Godolphin. I don't think it'll affect anything. Edmund, you're a good-looking stud, Clay. Well, thank you, Edmund. I appreciate that, and I'm sure you are as well. Jamie Sports Talk. Hey, Clay, how's it going with you, buddy? Jamie, I'm doing great. I hope you are doing well as well. Thanks for being here. Oliver, how many games will be this season? They were saying between 48 and 60. My guess is on the lower side, 48 to 55. Depending on when they get going, especially if it's not going to be until mid-January or early February, then you're only going to get 45 to 50 games in. Dexter says top 10 for Luke Hughes, I think. Okay, so he's not an automatic number 1. Jed, who's your favorite Canucks enforcer of all time? Just watch the top 10 enforcers of all time on YouTube. I do like Gino. I referenced that in my video from last week. I do remember Tiger Williams for sure. Brashear was okay, so I picked Gino when it comes to Canucks enforcers. Debut Hunter, is there any version of this life where you become a Flames fan? Son gets drafted there, maybe. Debut Hunter, I can't remember. Are you from Calgary or you just like them? Or maybe you're just asking. No, Calgary's my least favorite team. I've actually talked about that. Winnipeg is my second favorite team. You guys know that. Tampa is my third favorite team. My least favorite team is Calgary. Playoff battles, 2015, that brawl that Hartley started when Tortorella was coaching. Now, they may move up the ranks a little bit now that they have Markstrom and Tanev and half of our city. But, yeah, I can like Markstrom and Tanev and still not like the team, I guess. Liam, Clay, did you make any Black Friday purchases? No, actually, the only thing I bought those the 3 tops I was talking about on whatchamacallit, on Van Base. But no, we didn't actually do a lot of damage Black Friday. The deals weren't that good, or maybe there's nothing we really need. I did use up I got some Indigo gift cards for a speaking gig I did online, and I used it to buy a new Herschel backpack. I used to have a Herschel backpack. Don't get too caught up in the name Herschel, but I have a backpack that my daughter Kayla basically stole and is using for school. So I bought myself an own backpack, and by the time I used my gift cards, it only cost me $12. So that was kind of cool. But no, didn't buy a lot. Did you, Liam? Did you buy anything? Dexter, I bought NHL 21 the same day you did, which I found funny. Yes, Dexter, you messaged me. Oh, so yeah, I bought NHL 21 on Thursday leading into Friday. So that was one purchase for sure. Just got it from Best Buy, close to my work there. Lots of comments, which is good. John, Troy Stetcher signed with Detroit Red Wings. Yep, 2 years there. Fangirl, it's weird thinking the Canucks could have had a game today, not used to know hockey in fall. Yeah, November 30th, the Canucks would have been 2 months into their season now. Watch guy, look, Bruto, his head smashed on the stairs. Yikes, no update on him yet. Oh, that's crazy, man. Nux, I'm gonna miss watching Canucks games in the winter break. Yes, hopefully we'll have the World Juniors, but even that's up in the air. Jogpaul, Mike Hoffman deal gonna happen. I wouldn't mind it. Canucks got to find some money. I don't worry about the chemistry issues. I think he'd be a perfect winger for Bo Horvat. Fangirl says Hawks, thank you. Nux, this is the best season to play hockey, fall and winter. Of course it is. Yeah, better than the spring and summer for sure. To play or to watch, Nux. Botch guy, did you collect hockey cards by any chance? Only when I was younger, like really young. I had that box that looked like a locker that you open up and it had the Smythe, Patrick, Adams, and Norris division. 21 teams only in the league, but no, I haven't collected in the last 30 years. Do you, Botch guy? I think you do, but let me know. Dexter, I just looked up the Seahawks videos and I found a video lip reading with Archbishop Michael Miller. Yes, gonna have to watch that. Yeah, every year I do a fun little video with Archbishop as well. Edmund, have you watched any AEW? No, I don't watch AEW, Edmund, but I read it on Bleacher Report. I'm up to date with who's there and what's happening. Jamie, hey Clay, after two are up for Holtby, do you think that Jim Benning will re-sign for a long? If you're talking about Holtby, I doubt it. I think he's two and done. And Botch guy, thank you for the donation. I haven't had a lot of donations recently. I don't do these for the donations, but he throws in another $2. Thank you, Botch guy. I appreciate that. You know, my son Sean and I were joking around saying that maybe we will do an NHL 21 live stream if we raise X amount of money. So don't donate tonight, but maybe we'll do that later in December. But thank you, Botch guy. I appreciate your generosity that way. Jed, Hawks, actually the videos that I first watched. Well, thank you, Jed. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Oh yeah, to finish my thought, Jamie, I got excited when I saw that donation. No, I don't think Holtby will come back after the 2 seasons. He'll be a little older, and I think we could probably, especially Demko's good and established himself, we could probably get a cheaper backup actually. Arsenal, I didn't know you had a Seahawks parody. We'll check that out. Yeah, we have 2 of them, and they're really good actually. Rob, in 2000, I bought a 1981 Ford van for $300 and enjoyed it for a year. I don't think anyone's going to beat that investment. That's pretty cool. John, when will Michael Pietro be NHL ready? I'd say 2 or 3 years from now, John. So maybe, actually, that's a good point. Maybe he's the natural backup to Thatcher Demko when Holtby's contract ends in 2 years. Then you have some cost savings there, so we'll see. Edmund, LL, I'm not good looking. I'd probably be married by now or have a girlfriend already. Oh, looks, there's some correlation, but not a direct correlation to having a girlfriend or getting married. Which, by the way, I got to tell you this funny story. Jacob and I were in the car today, and he was talking about how he's the best looking person in our family. There's 5 of us, right? Me, Gail, Sean, Jake, and Kayla. And I said, oh, well, then I'm number 2. And he goes, well, I'll put you in the top 5, which was a joke because there's only 5 people in my family. And I said, say that I'm number 2. And he goes, yeah, well, no, I'm not going to put you in front of mom. And I said to Jacob, you know, good looks, appearance, attractiveness has more to do with your actual physical appearance. It's your attitude, it's your disposition, it's how well you treat people. And Jacob says to me, yeah, that's what an ugly guy would say. So it was actually pretty funny. He caught me speechless. I almost drove off the road. I was laughing, sorry. But Jacob was pretty funny that way. Yes, now here come all the reactions. But yeah, that was a good one. I think I have to get Jacob on here one day and let him try and insult me in person. Rome, the Botch guy, what do you collect? Debut Hunter, live in Banff, used to live in Calgary, Canucks fan, but that's right. Okay, Debut Hunter, you're in Banff. Thank you. So I appreciate you. I know you're an hour ahead of us. Nux, do you think we will lose 1 of 3 of Demko, PD, Huggy? No, not in their next contract run, right? They're all going to need new contracts at the end of next year. But so I think, you know, it'd be hard pressed to say that all 3 of them though will wind up their career with the Canucks, although I would love that. But I think we'll at least get them for the next contract, obviously, because there are RFAs as opposed to UFAs. But I don't know if all 3 of them wind up here. I don't want to venture guess who, but that would be nice, but I'm not sure if it's realistic. Michael, Calgary Flames, boo. Jed, Calgary's my least favorite team and I live here. That's right, we got some Alberta people in here, thank you. How you doing? Imagine the Calgary Canucks using our 90s jersey look-alike against us. Yeah, imagine if they use their retro with the V at the bottom, the red and yellow V, and with 4 guys from our team, and they beat us. Calgary Canucks, there you go, Patrick. Botch guy, I used to collect YG. Is that Young Guns? Back in the day, way too expensive nowadays. Yeah, but you're raking in the dough, right? From your channel, which is great, by the way. Dexter, what do you think was a bigger crash? Nate Robinson hitting the canvas after getting knocked out, or the car crash outside your house. I definitely think that the knockout was more violent. I think there are more people live watching the car crash outside my house because of COVID, at the fight. But no, I think it was actually Nate Robinson hitting the canvas. That one, I know that live stream we talked about last week, it was loud, but thank God it wasn't, no one was injured. Everyone was outside their cars talking to each other, figuring out what happened. Botch guy, Young Guns. Yes, thank you. I actually knew that one. Arsenal, Dexter, oof, ha. Rome, the Botch guy. Yeah, those are hard cards to get. John, I'm a Leafs fan. That's okay. You're still welcome here, John. Peter Hughes, in addition to Tramkin and Godobin. Burmistrov also didn't work out for the Canucks. That's true. I remember Burmistrov. He retired in the middle of the season, the year he was signed. Burmistrov and there's one other guy. No, Burmistrov's the one. Yeah, he came over a few years ago as a July 1 signing as well. Once again, Botch guy, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. Rios, hey Clay, what do you think of Evander Kane versus Jake? Yeah, Kane's tough, but Jake Paul surprised me. But I'd put my money on Kane. I think I would if he had proper training. I think so. But Paul did impress me, to be honest with you. Also, Clay, what do you think about Jake Paul challenging Connor? Do you think that would happen? I presume you mean Conor McGregor as opposed to Connor McDavid. I don't think Jake Paul should do that. I think that that's a different league for sure. Nuts fan 29. Hey Clay, I saw a video of you did an interview with King Richard. Do you know he's an artist now? Yeah, that was when I was with Canucks Hockey Blog. I interviewed very good Nucks fan. I interviewed Richard Brodeur, maybe the third best goaltender in Canucks history. And there's Debut Hunter. Respect for the content and updates, Clay. Thank you, Debut Hunter, all the way from Banff. $2 donation. I appreciate that. No, I did not know he's an artist. What type of artist, Nucks fan? Is he a painter, a drawer, like a sketcher, or what do you call it? Let me know. That's kind of cool. Nucks, bunch of happy faces talking about Jacob. Well, Jacob says Edmund Arso. Ooh, ouch, Botch guy. I'm the worst looking, but have the prettiest wife. Yes, married up. That's my favorite hashtag. Life is good. Looks don't matter so much. So all about personality and vibes. That's what I say, Botch guy, all the time. Very good. I love that. Nucks fan for 2011 Cup run, I believe. Yes, that's when I did interview Richard Brodeur when I was with Canucks Hockey Blog. Edmund, I'm pretty confident Jacob will get a girlfriend. He's very funny and girls usually like that. Edmund, I'll pass it on to him. Actually, 2 days ago, we went through the litany of girls that he's liked or that have liked him. It's pretty fun, actually. And yes, he has the charm, the charisma, the talent, the smarts, the sense of humor that if he ever is single when he's of dating age or when he actually gets a girlfriend, a serious one, that yes, I don't think he'll be without a girlfriend for long. He just kind of has that personality. And Sean has been seeing Fernanda now for 4.5 years, which is pretty cool. And then I started dating Gail when I was 15 and she was 14. So we've been together for 31 years now, which is nuts. John, Louis Erickson make too much money? Yes, John. I like John. John just states the facts, kind of gets in there, then gets out. But he makes his points, which is really, really good. Zed, hey Clay, just got back from my hockey game. Nice. Scored a Gordie Howe hat trick, but with a penalty instead of a fight. Okay, good. So I didn't want you to get hurt, but Zed, that's pretty cool. What league and where? That's neat. Dexter, great observation, John. Your takes are on point tonight. Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. Dexter, have you seen the Nate Robinson challenge? No, I haven't, and I don't even know what it is, and I dare. Okay, just tell me what it is, but I'll look it up. Botch guy, racking the dough, get like $3 a video. That's awesome, Botch guy. Keep it up, man. That's more than I'm making. John, Antoine Roussel make too much money. Yes, John. Another very, very salient point from John. Dexter, Jake Paul would beat Kane. Yeah, perhaps. Rio says, no, I hate Jake Paul and I'm a big fan of KSI. That's a rapper, right? Rios, actually, I have no clue. Thanks again, Debut Hunter, for that donation. Botch guy, there we go, Debut. Well done, buddy. Debut, got to back up the botch. Dexter, looks matter in high school. It's sad but true, even though Gail liked me then. So, John, Sven Berchi make too much money. John just going through this, the salary cap site and cap friendly. And Botch guy, gotta go, Clay, but one day let's go have some beers together and talk about wrestling and hockey. When calms things down, love the positivity, never change my mind. Thank you, Botch guy. Thank you for the donation. I knew I was supposed to reach out to you last week, and we were going to connect, but we will do that. Maybe we'll do that after December 11th, when my final for my master's is. But after that, for sure, I would love to hang out and chat wrestling, hockey, and life. Thanks, Botch guy. Appreciate that. Jamie, hey Clay, did you guys ever watch WWE Survivor Series this year? And do you think the Undertaker will be back one day, or do you think that he's done wrestling? No, I think I know that's hard for some wrestlers to walk away, but I think Undertaker is done, especially after such a public farewell. And no, I didn't watch it live, but I caught up on some of the highlights for sure. Edmund, Jacob's charm will win his future girlfriend or wife over. We'll see. We'll see if he doesn't make her want to kill him first. Drum Inc. It was my birthday yesterday, bro. Drum Inc. Happy birthday. Drum, how old are you now? I want to add you to my list here. So Drum, how old did you turn yesterday? I hope you had a great day. Zed, I played for Vancouver Minor. Nice. Is that Zed? Is that is that adult league or like kid league or team league or young adult league? I don't know what that is. Anula, oh my friend, missed it today. So busy this morning. Hope all is well. We'll tune in next time. No problem, Anula, and you can watch the replay if you ever want to. Dexter, look up Nate Robinson Challenge on Twitter. It's hilarious. I don't know how to describe it. I will do that as soon as we're done. Drum Inc. It's some guy who got knocked out and you lay on the floor as a joke. Well, thank you. Thanks, Drum. I know who Nate Robinson is. Thank you. So you lay on the floor as a joke to copy him. Okay, gotcha. I probably look like that every time I go to bed. John, Jay, do you go make too much money? Yep. I love it. This John guy's the best. Rios, Nate Robinson Challenge. Gotcha. Dexter, KSI is a YouTuber, boxer, rapper, etc. Yeah, they have a little feud going on, right? Botch guy, I was being sarcastic. I am far from racking in the dough. I wish I could live off YouTube, but it's just not possible. I agree. Humor is hard to tell online sometimes. Yeah, no, I thought I caught the sarcasm, Botch guy. What did I say? I'm just scrolling back up. Oh, I probably won't be able to find it now. Yes. Get like $3 a video, raking the dough. YouTube's not, I don't think people should go into YouTube thinking it's going to be a career thing for sure. Of course, I haven't done anything really to grow my channel. I just happy with who's on here, and I know a lot of other hockey channels do a lot better than I do, which is fine. I'm not competitive that way. I'm very happy for success of others, but I think to make it a full-time thing, that's tough for sure. I haven't done all the stats, but I can only just extrapolate how little I make and extrapolate that over the views. It'd be crazy. You have to do more than one video a day that I do for sure. All right, so happy belated birthday, Drum Inc. Yes, Patrick Starr, happy belated birthday, Drum Inc. Nux 29 Painter. Oh, nice. Bruder has an art gallery show in Kelowna on January 31st. Nice. Petter Hughes, John, also Luongo's recapture penalty is too much money. Yes, I caught the cat recapture penalty. Drum Inc. says Arso A. See, I just showed I'm not cool. I have A. Drum Inc. says to Patrick A. Drum Inc. says I'm 19. Okay, got to add you to my list. You guys know I have a list of ages. You got to put Drum on my left column. Drum Inc. just turned 19. Nice. Okay. Happy birthday, Drum, says Dexter. Arso says, oh, nice. That's awesome. John says, Cody CC bad at defender. Oliver, thanks for the great stream, Clay. I was like listening to you while I study, as I'm studying biology right now. Gosh, well, if you can multitask, that's pretty good. Oliver, no problem. And thanks for sharing about your driver's test. Okay, we got to wrap up the next 2 minutes so we can do this draw and get out of here. Jed, thanks for the stream, Clay. Always like listening to your insight. Getting late over here. Good night. I'll be your advocate to get into JR Pro Shop vids. Thank you, Jed. I appreciate that. Dexter, John, Cody CC bad. Quinn Hughes good. Zed, minor is midget and lower, which is 18 and under. Nice. Botch guy. Anyways, take care. Cheers, buddy. Take care, Botch guy. Thank you, Rob. Thanks for a great night, everyone. See you all here next Monday at 10. Thank you, Rob. How you doing? I'm out, Clay. Nice chatting with you. Take care. I loved hanging out here with you and everyone here. Take care. I hope you have a good night. Happy birthday, Drumming. Nice. Drumming. Awesome. What do you think the Canucks lines will look like? I'll do this really fast, and then it'll be put Besser back with Pedersen and Miller. Start Jake with... No. I think Louis is going to play. I really do. So I think it's going to be Louis with Pearson and Horvat. Then you go Jake, Gaudette, and I'd love to see Ma on their left side. And then you have Sutter, Beagle, and one of Roussel or Harlock on the fourth line. That's my guess right now. All right, so you're taking who's a better empty net specialist, Louis Eriksson or John Tavares. Leafs are paying JT $11 million to miss open nets in the playoffs. So I'm thinking Louis. Yeah, let's go with Louis. He only makes half of that 11. James Sports Talk turned this past October on the 21st of my birthday. I turned 42. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie Sports Talk is 42. The draw, I'm pumped. Yes, I'll get to it in the next minute. Dexter, also, I hope you win because I don't know if anyone else in here submit one. Yeah, Dexter's in there a few times. Drumming, thanks. How you doing? Rome, saw my age on your list. Oh, you had good eyes. Yeah, Rome, very good. You're big 53. There's a 52 in there as well. But yes, you got good eyes, Rome. Very good. Dexter Vertanen actually plays better with Miller and Pedersen. Besser does. Yeah, and Vertanen. Yeah, I could see Vertanen playing up top, but I'm just not sure if they're gonna bench Louis. But we'll see. Rios. It's basically lines when we didn't have Toffoli. I would think. Yeah, that's true. You go back to that, and then John says Jonathan Toews for apparently no reason. Just typed out his name. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys something. And then we'll wind up the stream with this. So what I'll do is I'll say my good night now. And then we'll do the drawing at the very end to end the stream off. And then we can all go. So my chair is shrinking on me as I'm sitting here. Maybe I still gotta lose more weight. Okay. Thanks everyone for being here. I know that you could be doing anything else right now, watching anyone else. And I appreciate this chair keeps dropping. And I appreciate your loyalty. And you guys know that I don't take you for granted. So before you go, subscribe if you'd like to. I definitely like this video before you go as well. Maybe you can like the fact that I'm on a shrinking chair. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Maybe oh, it sounds like I'm farting. My chair is excited for the draw. Okay, there we go. So thank you. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you like to. And of course, as always, this chair is driving me nuts. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And yes, once again, thank you for joining me here tonight. Yeah, this chair is nuts. This chair is scary. Yeah, now how can you, isn't this the content you guys like? It's just a shrinking chair. Why is it doing this? Okay, during the regular season and the playoffs, whatever. I'll just do it from down here now. Okay, during the okay, that was ridiculous. No, it's still going. Maybe I got to lose more weight. Okay, during the regular season, I would do a haiku This is ridiculous. I'm going to have to rewatch these past 2 minutes. Okay, during the regular season, I did a haiku contest. At the end of every game, I would do my own poem because I'm the master of the haiku. You guys know that. 575. I would do my own haiku, and then I would do a call out for other people to submit theirs. And then the very next day, I would choose the best haiku. And then I said the winners at the end of the season would get a $100 gift card to the Canucks team store. So I have it right here. Although it's a handwritten jersey, but that's okay. It's the Canucks gift card, and it is worth $100. And then, best live stream moment ever. Yeah, whatever. But thank you. I'm glad I can entertain you. And then I had a spreadsheet with all 71 winners. And now I will show this to you. Whoops, I just lost the lighting. You guys, this is going to heck here. Okay. So on this website, I'm not sure you can see that with the glare. Oh, there you go. I have this wheel of names and I put all 71 entries into this. So, I see Dexter's name in here a few times, which is pretty cool. I see some other people that I recognize. So basically all the winners are on this. This chair stinks. I have all the winners on this wheel here. They're all listed out there down the right side. And then I just press spin and we'll see where it winds up. Okay, so we are gonna do this live. This is the winner. So you can see everyone's names here, up here, down here. And then we are gonna make this happen. It's live. Oh no, that's me talking. I'm gonna close my other stream, my other window here so it's not going at the same time. All right, here we go. I know this is the most exciting thing. I'm gonna spit it once, go. The winner is Wildest Dreams _3. So I'm sorry, Dexter. I know you're in there a few times. But I know who this person is, and she'll be very happy actually that she won. I'm gonna let her know on Twitter right now, and that we saw it live right here on the live stream. So that's great. I'm very happy for Wildest Dreams. I will let her know on Twitter. And don't worry. And thank you. I'm sorry that you had to watch me being too heavy to sink my chair for the last 5 minutes. So if you enjoyed that, give this video a like before you go. That was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see you guys as I'm sinking further down into the floor. I will see you next Monday. So stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and of each other. And I got to find a new chair for next week. God bless, and go Canucks go.